Hello, Anton here. An integral part of my online teaching setup for personal piano training is the OBS studio software. Totally free, infinitely useful. So today I'm going to do a quick and easy tutorial of how you can use OBS to level up your setup, whether you're a teacher or a student. So let's begin. All right, first things first, we've got to download the software. So I'm going to open up my browser here and just type OBS Studio. And it takes you here. And you have the option to pick the version that matches the OS that you use. I would use Windows, but if you're on a Mac, obviously you'd be here. Or if you're in Linux, click over here. Now to keep things moving along, I will skip over the download process. It's pretty straightforward. It'll give you the option to optimize for recording or streaming. I picked recording, but that's obviously a matter of what you most need it for. And let's move on to the next step. So now you've got OBS running. Let me show you how to start from scratch. I'm going to go up to the left in my series of menus, hit Scene Collection, and press New. Let's call this OBS Demo. Now you see your scene collection here. Let's call this PPT Demo for personal piano training. And we're going to move over here a little bit to the right to sources. And this is where we assemble our collection of video and audio capture. Let's kick things off with video. I'm going to add a video capture device. You could certainly use the built-in webcam, but I'm going to use my old DSLR that I've got hooked up via USB. I'm going to select that from my drop-down menu. And that gives me my first video source here. I can play around with resizing it. I'm going to leave it up here in the center for now and leave space for a secondary camera angle, which will be the top-down view. So once again, I'm going to come here to Sources, add another video capture device. I'm going to call that the C920, which is the Logitech C920, which I've got hooked up and hanging overhead. And as you see, that gives me an overhead view of the keyboard. Now clearly that's upside down, so I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to Transform, Rotate 180 degrees. Now it's properly oriented. And I want to crop it, so I'm going to hold Alt and drag the edges until we just see the keyboard. I'll drag that under my primary view, play around with resizing it. And after playing around with it for a few minutes, you should get something like this. Obviously, you can customize it in any way that you like. Now, let's move on to audio. Once again, here to Sources. I'm going to look for audio input capture, which is near the top. Click that. I use an audio interface, the Scarlett 2i2, which I will just call the 2i2 for short. And I will select that from my drop-down menu. And that's where my microphone is hooked up and the piano too, which I will just turn on so you can hear it. The sound should be coming in, hopefully. And this is it. This is my setup for online piano lessons. Now, the trick is to use OBS as the source for your Zoom call or whatever software you use for video calling. Zoom has worked the best for me, so that's what I'm going to show you right now. Now, before you head on over to Zoom, you're going to want to click this on the right-hand side, Start Virtual Camera, and that's going to set you up for your video call. All right, now I've got Zoom open. I'm going to start a new meeting. Make that full screen, join with computer audio. I'm going to come down here to the bottom left where my video options are. I'm going to make sure that OBS Virtual Camera is checked. And if that's the case, I'm going to start up my video. And there you go. We've got my double view here. We've got the primary view, the overhead camera for the keyboard. Now, depending on the teacher or student preferences, you might want the camera off to the side to capture a little bit more of posture, hands, forearms, keyboard, etc. But for talking head videos, I think this frontal view works just fine. And that's pretty much it. I hope you found that useful. Please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know if there's anything about online piano teaching that you'd like to learn. I got your back. I'll see you in the next one.